storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. On the ready. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get the ball. Under crunch. Check. Go.
One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Go. X3, 218, chopper. Bang. Get it.
Now Graham on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Here's Graham again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out, because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Protein spill.
Throwing after the interception. Graham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike, 45. No game on this defense, no game. Kill. Check. 59, ready. Check.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Dickerson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. And he finds Gronk.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
25, go! Strip that ball. You got tank. You got tank. You got tank right there. 45 to the mic.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
36, 51.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready, 280, 280. I got it. Hey, Ridley. Hey, express. Tackle.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along and control the clock.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man. Ready?
This is Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Orbit. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Rock it. Tighten up. Look at me. Go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Graham. Steps away to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. This will be caught by Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Double time. 4 down. 61, matchbox, lights. Watch out. Jumper. What? Squeeze. Slide.
Running right, here's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Night Train Lane. Through an opening, and there The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Graham going to set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, check it up. Check right 33. Hey, let's get that.
3rd and 2. Now Graham. He gets it to Graham. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down. Here's Graham. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on second down. Ryan, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
21.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Ray Guy now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a good start.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Graham. He finds his target, Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Dickerson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Box drop, box drop. 33. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got down.
On second down, here's Graham.
Can anyone?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, gun. Check 51, Sam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We go. 90 Wolf. Fair. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Gun. Watch the safety creep.
Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, ready, blue 80. Black 25.
Here we go. Check.
39. Hey, Alpha. You gotta go.
Now Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go. Check. Cross.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught. Beckham. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Graham will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. Finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
25! Let's go. You
Switch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
Hey, bye.
What? Twist.
Let him go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, 25.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's checking. He's
11, 21. Wait.
Check, check.
Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Today's